This is the Star News Brief. I'm Susan Kiprono. The police are not keen on allowing businessman Jimmy Wanjigi get back his guns that were recovered from his Muthaiga's residence in October 2017. During the operation, the police carted away several guns and bullets. The businessman has filed a contempt suit against DCI boss George Kinoti for disrespecting court orders to the police to release the guns to him. But the DCI, in court papers obtained by the Star, says Wanjigi cannot lay claim to the guns as his firearms certificate was revoked. The police also said 2 of the guns that Wanjigi once returned are prohibited in the country. Get a copy of the Star by subscribing to our e-paper for only 10 shillings by dialing *550*3#. ODM leader Raila Odinga is faced with an uphill task of crafting a winning matrix for the 2022 general election. The former Prime Minister has tried as much as possible to avoid discussing 2022 succession politics in public. Instead, he insists his focus now is on delivering the Building Bridges initiative arising from his March 9, 2018 handshake with President Uhuru Kenyatta. Be that as it may, the planning activities by his party and the public statements by his close allies reveal that Raila is gearing up to face off with Deputy President William Ruto, among others seeking to succeed Uhuru. In Siasa today, the Star looks at Odinga's quest to have a national outlook. Counties can expect to get money from the National Treasury in the coming days after the Senate finally cracked the revenue sharing formula. The 12-member Senate committee that was tasked with developing a win-win formula after President Uhuru Kenyatta pledged an additional 50 billion shillings allocation to counties reached a consensus on Thursday morning. The report was tabled in plenary and passed by senators who have adjourned proceedings 10 times before over disagreements. The proposed formula takes into account 8 parameters: basic share at 20%, population 18%, health 17%, poverty level 14%, agriculture 10%, roads 8%, land 8%, and urban 5%.
For the first time in the Kenyan history, Senate has been able to push the executive and add more money to the counties. Kenyans are going to benefit in terms of more roads that the counties are going to be made.
Kenya is still hopeful to take part in the COVID-19 vaccine clinical trials when they resume. The clinical trials for Oxford and AstraZeneca's ChAd-OX1 vaccine had been suspended after one of the patients in the UK exhibited adverse reactions. The trials had been paused to allow for investigations into whether the side effects were linked to the vaccine. The vaccine has, however, been deemed safe for trials to continue. About 4,000 Kenyans will be enrolled for the trials. So far, there are more than 180 candidate vaccines on trial, with 5 already in phase 2 and 3 where they are being tested. When a child wants protection, a mother is usually the first person to come through to take care of the child, show love, and give a listening ear. However, drug addiction drives many women to the streets and takes attention away from their children. Drug addiction not only affects a pregnant woman's unborn child, but also parts of her body. Children born on the streets to mothers hooked to drugs are always neglected by their parents because they give their habit first priority. The Star today explores the uphill battle of being a mother and a drug addict. And finally, more than 200 prisoners have escaped from a jail in Moroto, northwestern Uganda, bringing the local town to a standstill while security forces try to track them down. In a bizarre twist, the singular prison inmates are said to have taken off their distinctive yellow uniforms and fled naked into the hills to avoid detection. Get a copy of the Star by subscribing to our e-paper for only 10 shillings by dialing *550*3#. You can also get more on the Star website.